Hey everyone, welcome back to another Disney Talk Thursday. I'm Walt.
I'm Melissa.
Welcome in everybody. Hope everybody's doing great. We definitely appreciate everybody being here. We are going to have a really fun stream tonight as we are going to talk about what everybody's talking about this week. We're going to talk about Hollywood Studios. But before we do that, let's real quickly say hi to everybody in the stream. Disney Mikey.
Hi, Mikey.
Brian's got a big announcement a little bit later. And we're going to get to Brian in a little bit. Steve from Steve. We're Steve. And that Florida Feeling and Brandy and Dave and RVing to Disney. Welcome in, everybody.
Good to see everybody.
Thank you all for being here. And tonight, we're going to talk about Hollywood Studios. Just like we did the last two times. Kind of tour the park, talk about different things we like, dining that we like, rides, attractions. And, of course, we'll go over the 30th anniversary. We'll talk about some of the merchandise that they had, some of the specialty foods they had, snacks. And what we liked about it, what we didn't maybe like about it, and some of the things we do and don't like about the park as well. And, of course, we want to hear from you guys in the chat. That's why you're here. We'd love to have you guys. And just let us know what you think, and we'll get into it in just a second. Before we do that, obviously, we want to thank Dean over at The Live Place. Please check him out. Family-friendly live streams, theliveplace.com. Please check him out. They do all kinds of different streams. He's trying to branch out and get some other type of streaming in there as well, not just Disney, and be sure to do that. And Brandy and Dave, I agree. We still call it MGM.
It took us the longest time. And thank you for subscribing that Florida Feeling. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, thank you.
But very true, Brandy and Dave. We still slip up every once in a while.
Yeah.
So it took us forever.
Yeah, and there's still nods to it here and there in the park, too. They have, like, little plaques that you can find that still talk about I think they're like dedication plaques that you can find that still talk about MGM there. So they're really kind of cool. Hey, Dee, welcome in. Good to see you. Noah, my man. Noah. Good to see you, buddy. But again, theliveplace.com. Please check them out. Dean over at Dreamers Empire does fantastic work. Definitely trying to expand there. So if you can, chat him out to your friends. Let them know that he's there because Dean does a lot for the community, and we want to make sure that he's recognized for that.
Definitely does. Hi, Miguel.
Miguel, welcome in. Good to see you.
Rhiannon.
Hey, Rhiannon. How are you? Good to see you.
How's the baby?
Hope the baby's doing well. Absolutely. Yep. But so we want to get right into it because, of course, we only have an hour. I had a lot of fun last night on Meg's stream. For those that do and don't know, I was on her stream last night. We had a good time with the Marvel character bracket. That was a lot of fun. But
we had a lot of fun on a Disney Life for me. They had the greatest. They had to make up for Tuesday night.
Yeah, we had a good time.
They do movie matches up against each other, and they're always so much fun. So if you haven't checked out their channel either, you absolutely have to go to a Disney Life for me.
Yep, and of course Jeopardy on Sundays.
Yeah, great stuff.
All right, so Brian wants to. I want to let everybody know. Brian had told me earlier in the week, or I think it was yesterday. He had a big announcement for today. Brian's always in the chat. He's an incredible supporter of our channel, and we're very lucky. So Brian says, guess what I get to do on May 22nd? So Brian, what do you get to do on May 22nd? No, that's not till May 31st.
Oh, what?
It was a ton of fun, Dee. It absolutely was.
No, that was my fault. You told me.
I didn't hear anything.
No, he didn't.
I didn't. I muted it.
No, that was on me because you told me it was going to be a spoiler, and I couldn't not listen.
Hey, Dan.
Watch it. Hey, ears, etc. Hey, Dan.
Good to see you, Dan. And guess who's here? It's food time, baby.
It's always food time.
Dan, actually, you know what? That's one of the things I want to talk about. Dare to Disney, welcome. Hey. Good to see you. We're looking at, of course, the 30th anniversary was yesterday, May 1st. Lots of people streamed throughout, and they had some neat little snacks, I guess we should call them.
Yeah, they had a lot of 30th specifically made things. They all look really cute. From what I'm hearing, they all look fun, but they aren't so great taste-wise. So we'll have to see if any of you have been there, any of you on here have any opinions on that. But they definitely had like a cute little sorcerer hat.
And a Luxo ball.
And a Luxo ball, and then a cupcake, but everybody was saying they're really not super special when it comes to taste.
Yeah.
And that's a little disappointing, especially when you have a special...
Presentation's good, but maybe not so much the taste.
That's too bad. Good for picture taking.
Yes.
Hey, Kat.
What's up, Brandy? I'm sorry, Brandy and Dave, you already said hi, but hi again. And Downscale, welcome in.
Oh,
and
hey, Downscale.
Brian is absolutely correct. We are jealous. Brian says that on the 22nd of May, he gets to go to a cast preview of Galaxy's Edge.
For 4 hours.
For 4 hours.
That rocks.
That's
oh my
awesome,
gosh.
Brian.
Are they going to let you stream?
No, absolutely not.
But you get to tell us all about it.
Yes, you can tell us all about it.
That's
You're right. We are jealous, Brian.
Super jealous. That's incredible.
Everybody give thumbs up to Brian in the stream for that. That's awesome, Brian. Have a great time. But you're right. We are jealous, man.
Yeah, no fear. We were hoping you were saying you were surprising us with a visit in August.
Yeah, no, that would have been cool, too. That would have been
you
better.
were coming to Florida with the rest of us.
Yep, always
we
time
were
for a
trying to
snack.
guess.
No cameras, right? Yeah, I knew that. I didn't think they'd allow any of that in, for sure. But I'm really happy for you, buddy. Have a great time. I'm glad you get to experience, and you get to experience it with hardly anybody there.
I know.
Whereas we have to go with the masses.
Awesome.
But that's awesome, Brian. Congratulations, bud. Be sure to let me know all about it when you get there. But going back to the 30th anniversary, it was, I don't know how to word this. I'm sure a lot of you saw all the different things that, videos of what they did. They did a really, really, really small parade. I showed you it.
Yes.
It was okay. I mean, I get it was kind of last minute. You're just kind of throwing things together. I don't know about you guys, but I was hoping for a little bit more. Hey, Downscale, thank you very much for that.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Thank you, Downscale, for that very much. I appreciate it.
You wouldn't want to be on our couch.
Yeah, trust me. That thing's old.
The dog tore up one of the cushions.
Too much information, Melissa. They don't want to know
we have
that.
a couch cover. We don't even know.
But
you know
hey,
me, I'm like,
Charlton Carter, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you.
Hey, Dare to Disney.
Thank you, Downscale. Thank you very much for that, buddy. That was very generous of you. We definitely appreciate it. Thank you. But I was hoping for a little bit more from the parade. I mean, we got to see, which was really cool. You got to see Beauty and the Beast. We got to see Ariel and Prince Eric.
And Beast was sitting in the car, which was weird. He'd never sit.
Nope. And we got to see Buzz and Woody and Jesse, which was cool. And a little bit of the what was really cool, though, during the parade, they showed you the Galaxy's Edge costumes, what the cast members will be wearing. I thought that was cool. Yep. I thought that was really cool.
Downscale says he judges no couch.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Rob Fuzz, welcome in, buddy. Everybody, Rob had a stream earlier. Be sure to go check it out. He was doing talking about Hollywood Studios as well, kind of the history of Hollywood Studios. Be sure to check them out.
Oh, bye, Brian.
See you later.
Are you going to get dinner?
Take care, Brian. Yeah, we'll be here, buddy. If you can make it back, we'd love to have you back. But thank you for letting us know that. We are very jealous, for sure.
That's true, that Florida feeling. They said it's pretty bad when my favorite thing about the parade is one of the cars.
The Toy Story Camaro was awesome.
It was.
It really was. It was a really cool car. I don't know how I know how they did it, but it's really neat. I agree. I thought the car was kind of cool.
You're right. Yep. Absolutely right.
But I did like that they showed us a little sneak peek of what all the costumes are going to look like inside Galaxy's. Okay, that was cool. But then that was really kind of it. And then they gave us the big reveal of, hey, Jelly Sherney, welcome in. They gave us the big reveal of the new logo. I like it. I thought it was cool. It's very, what's the word, nondescript, I guess. Yeah. It's very, I don't even want to say bland.
The characters peeking out of the
But I like that. It doesn't have to be over the top.
No, but it didn't look like it was much different to me.
Oh, it's definitely different. Well, for one, if you guys notice, and I'm sure all of you have, Studios is really small because they don't want to present that as, because it's not technically what they want anymore. They don't want it to be like a studio anymore.
And I guess they didn't want to go about changing the name again since everybody's still confused.
Correct. Well, a lot of people had originally thought that this was going to be when they were going to announce a new name.
Right.
Nope, never came. Nope. Dee says that's exactly how she felt too. Yep. Hey, Kay Atwood, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. But 19 in here watching, and we got 17 likes. Thank you, folks. We appreciate that. But one of the things I did like about the 30th anniversary, and we'll get to the park stuff in just a minute here. They might change the name. Yeah, Charlton, I did too. That was the consensus. A lot of people were thinking, rumor was that, hey, maybe they're going to change the name. Never happened. I don't know. Maybe it will down the road to something else, but I don't know.
They should just go back to MGM.
They can't.
I know.
They can't. Yeah, I agree, Dee. I mean, it just, they never got to it, but they did change the logo. I don't mind the logo. I think it's nice.
Fine. It's just.
It's very
nondescript.
Yeah, I guess is the word. Yep. Hey, Steve, welcome in, buddy. Again. But I did like, as I was looking at all the different merchandise they had, I really liked the merchandise. And Steve, I don't know if you saw it or anybody that's into the pins. Did you guys see the 30th anniversary pin set?
Yeah, it's really cool.
I don't know if I can get this to pull up, But I thought the pin set was really beautiful. Let's see if I can get this to pull up here for you guys. We'll try to screen share if we can.
Yeah, it's a limited release set of 6 pins.
Do you guys see that? See the pin set over here, right here? I thought that was really cool. And they're really nice, too. All 6 of them. I don't know if I can make that smaller.
Oh, there you go.
Is that it?
I don't know if you guys can see it. Is it? How come the other one's behind it? Can
I don't
you
know.
see that?
That's something else. But I'll try to move it down here for you guys. But then the shirts are beautiful too. But I'll show you guys the pins if I can get down there. There's one of them. There's the limited edition pin, which I thought was really cool. And then they had these other pins too, which are also limited release. And I know pin people would love that. But this set right here, which I thought they could give us a better view of it. But there they are right there, all 6 of them.
Yep, I love those.
I think they're beautiful. I think they're fantastic.
Especially want the Kermie one.
Hey, Cargo, welcome in.
Hey, Cargo.
Good to see you. But I did like that. But the one thing that I like too is this ornament is a 2-sided ornament that I thought was really cool right here.
I like that too.
I like the ornament a lot.
We love ornaments. So.
We do. Hey, Greg.
Hey,
What's up, Greg? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. But I also, for me, now that we're annual pass holders, I love that shirt.
Yeah, that's a nice shirt.
I love that shirt. Hey, Richard, R. Johns is here.
Johns.
My Disney World Fix.
Disney World Fix.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Oh, Nick sent you over. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you, Nick.
Nick.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Disney Fan 65. Nick sent him too. Thank you very much for being here.
Awesome. Shout out to Nick and My Magical News Live.
Zippity Doodad. Welcome in, buddy. Yes, please. Everybody, I'm sure those that are coming over from Nick, you know already, very much so. Now, this is the other shirt that they sold, the one on the left there. That one's nice, too. I think that's cute. It's got all the characters there. Kermie's in there. Edna Mode's in there. Olaf's in there. BB-8, Woody, and, of course, the big guy himself. I really like all of the different merchandise for the 30th. I thought it was great. I thought they really did a good job with the merchandise. I thought it was fantastic. I don't know if anybody got to experience any of it or purchased any of it. I'm really hoping, and if anybody knows, hey, Robin!
Hey, Robin.
Robin,
hey, Chris.
Robin, we saw you the other night on
Oh, I posted on Facebook, and
on Resort TV.
She's like, I didn't know I was on camera.
Yep.
You looked great.
Yep, you were on
camera. I loved your shirt. I love Paisley.
Oh, Tammy Ybarra, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hooray for Hollywood. News.
Hey, Tammy.
Nick's sending everybody over. AGC Magic,
thanks,
welcome.
Nick.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate everybody being here. But we're talking Hollywood Studios tonight. We're talking about the 30th anniversary that just happened. Talking about some Park World TV's in. Welcome
AGC
in.
Magic.
Donna's here.
Everybody. Hey, Donna.
Donna's here too. Wow, we got a lot of folks. Thank you, everybody.
A lot of new faces for us.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome. Thank you.
Nick, we owe you one, buddy. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Nick.
Donna, good to see you.
Hi.
Welcome in, everybody. Nick's sending everybody over. Nick, we owe you one, buddy. Thank you, guys.
Oh,
hey, Nick, there he is. Everybody say thank you. Thank you, Nick, very much for that, bud. I appreciate it.
Hey, Main Street Insider.
Main Street Insider, good to see you.
Blankenship.
Yep.
Lots of new faces, so thanks. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. And please,
faces.
and anybody that is new, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, we're trying our best to get to 1,400, and we're close. We're about 1,340, and we're getting there a little bit at a time. And thank you, Nick, very much for that, bud. It definitely means a lot to us. And we're glad everybody's here. We were just looking at some of the merchandise from Hollywood Studios 30th anniversary, and
hi King Jose TV, hi Jack Twaddle,
Armando Christian, welcome in.
TV. Oh my gosh, we can't even shout you guys all out fast
You're
enough.
all here. Thank you very much. But we really love the one thing to Jack. Welcome in, Jack Twaddle. Good to see you, buddy. I see him all the time on Resort TV One's live streams. Welcome in. Good to see you. But that's the one thing Disney does really well. Is their merchandise, especially lately. The last few years, they've really hit it out of the park. Explosive Phoenix, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you.
Hey, my Disney Park memories. Hey, LSU mom.
Good to see everybody. Thank you all for being here.
For being here.
They've really stepped up the game with their merchandise. They just have done it and really taken off. Like the Disney Style Store does it now. But all the special merchandise is fantastic.
I'm really liking the new Delish line too. I think it's a lot of fun. I like a lot of the sayings they're coming out with about certain rides and parks and how you can even get some retro shirts. You know, like you can get shirts for the Great Movie Ride, even though it's not there anymore.
Yeah, no, but you can.
But I think that's a lot of fun, and I think that's really cool. And they've even brought some old movies, like they have little bits and pieces of merchandise for movies that you wouldn't normally expect to find merchandise
Right,
for.
exactly.
You know, like Robin Hood.
It's true. Yeah.
I think that's smart. I think it's a good idea.
Robin says she got the pass holder Magic Band and the light blue 30th shirt and the Christmas ornament.
Nice.
That's really cool, Robin, because from what I heard, the Magic Bands were going like that.
I know. We should send you money to get them for us. Because, well, I'm like, oh, we need to get those when we go. But they're going to be sold out by August.
They are. They're probably over. I think they sold out that day. So, wow. Robin, I'm glad you got one because they were going fast.
That's crazy.
They were going really, really fast. But so let's kind of tour. Everybody, I'm sure that everybody's in here is big fans of Disney and Hollywood Studios. But we always like to kind of tour the parks. And I actually got a copy of the, if I can bring it up here. There's the kind of the map you always see when you go online, and that you can get at the parks and the different things.
Cool. It's the 30-year one. Nice.
Yep, and this is the 30th anniversary one. It's the most recent one that they have. And so we'll start in the park, and of course we'll start at the very beginning of the park. And I really like, in the beginning of the park, the stores, but I like the dark room, which I'm not even sure if the dark room is still there. And somebody in the chat let me know. I like that one because I'm really into mugs. And I think that store has one of the best collections of mugs. I know they all have a lot of them, but I love that store.
And they seem to be closing so many of the merchandise shops in Hollywood Studios right now and redoing them. So, but I thought the dark room was still there.
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking for it on the map. And I didn't see it. What's that?
Robin waited in line for almost 2 hours.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And that
is crazy.
Yeah, the merchandise is the one thing that sells the quickest in these special events because it's a special event. You're not going to get that stuff anymore. So it's true.
Great. We just talked about that actually. The new logo.
I like it.
He likes it.
I like it.
Thinking it was kind of.
I like it.
The only thing I said I liked was how the characters come out of the O's, but it's kind of nondescript in my opinion, but I don't hate it.
No, I like it. I think it, I don't know. I didn't expect it to be this over the top neon type sign.
Hi, Rosa.
But they sold out shortly after I got mine, Robin says. I believe it. Donna says she waited over 2 hours in line for the merch. Then later in the day, all the merchandise was put in the stores in the front of the park. Oh, Robin.
Oh, wow. Of course.
Oh, that's too bad.
So everybody was getting it on their way out after you waited in line for 2 hours.
I know. It's the truth, though.
Yeah.
But everybody loves... Look, if we lived down there, we would be the same way. We would want some sort of memorabilia from these types of anniversaries because they don't come around all the time. And so you try to get it if you can get it. Mike88 NYC, hey. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Thanks, Nick. He said we got 40 people watching.
Oh, thank you very much. Nick. Yep, absolutely. Thank you guys very much.
Everybody.
This is great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it. But I do love the different stories. And one of the things that really I love about as the train goes by, that's the Hogwarts Express.
Yeah. Hi, Janie B.
Hi, Janie. Welcome in. The one thing I'll say about the streetmosphere in Hollywood Studios is fantastic. I also like when you're walking down the main area right there. I was going to call it Main Street. How you have the signs that give you the stop and go, like almost like the red light, green light. That'll switch on and off. They scare me every single time because it seems like every time I walk. Right? Yes.
Yeah, I think they have a sensor in them.
They must have a sensor because every time I walk by it changes and it's so loud it scares me.
I remember that from our last trip, and it would be funny because you would jump. But
every single time it's like I think they're looking for me.
And I do love that street, and I love, like you said, the streetmosphere. But probably everybody's going to hate on me for this, but right now Hollywood Studios is my least favorite park. I really don't dislike any of the Disney parks, but if I had to pick, we were talking about this the other night. If I had to pick a park that I absolutely couldn't go to, that would as of right now.
Right now, right. That's going to change.
Hollywood Studios. Now, granted, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan like Walt and a lot of you out there are, so it may not be as big of a deal to me, but it's changed so much, and I really loved Hollywood Studios back, maybe 10, 15 years ago. I really loved the Great Movie Ride. We were talking about how our first trip when we went in '98, when we did the backlot tour, how you were still able to see all the houses.
Oh, yeah, it was fantastic.
And the different, we could go by and see the planes and the different things they had. That was awesome. It's true. I loved the backlot tour back then.
It's true. I know.
And that a lot of that was kind of magical, I think. And I liked that it was kind of movie themed like that. And now I'm a little bummed out because I really enjoyed that part of the park. I thought it was kind of special.
It evolved. I want to answer Zachary Pollock. Okay. He said, "Do we live stream at the Disney parks?" We're not from the area. We will be when we go down. We're going down for in August, so we will be live streaming while we're down there in August. We're hoping to do it more in the future. I do know who Spokesman is. Yep, we've actually seen him. We watch him for sure. So absolutely. Hope that answers your questions. But we thank you for being here for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see what else they have in the chat. They're just saying hi to you all. Jellies. Let's see here. Main Street.
I miss it too.
Main Street Insider says Hollywood Studios used to be my favorite, but with a lot of the parks closed, I agree. Hoping it will be my favorite again once all the new stuff opens. I agree. I think that they'll get there again. All of these parks are fantastic. So to be considered the least favorite doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad park.
No, not at all. And Jelly, you're right. You missed seeing the Golden Girls house.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's exactly right.
It makes me so sad. And Toy Story's been a fantastic addition. Don't get me wrong. Love Toy Story Land. Definitely do. Oh, and Steve just mentioned, yes, we did see that Peter Mayhew passed away on April 30th. We were talking about that before the show, so that's sad.
Yeah, sad day, and sad day for Star Wars fans as as Chewbacca did pass away today. He was 74. He died with his family around him, which was really nice. But it's definitely a sad day. Chewbacca, the original. I know he's been, got somebody else doing it now, but that was kind of sad. I thought that was sad to hear that Peter Mayhew passed away. I did get to meet him at a Comic-Con one time. That was really cool. Remember, I had pictures.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, he was really nice. So he's going to be missed for sure.
But I'm hoping once everything's done at that park, it'll be, back to its splendor day. It's different. It's a different park now. It's not what it was. And there's something about, I like the feeling of how it was before. But, it's all good. Everything, they have to pick up and move on, and they weren't really using it for that purpose anymore. So I guess it was almost like
all parks evolve.
Yeah,
they all do. But Walt himself said it's not a museum; things are going to change.
Right.
And so it definitely is a great. Sushi Me says I agree. The great movie ride and backlot tour definitely the premiere of the Hollywood filming thing. Oh, absolutely,
it was.
It is, but they're getting away from that, and part of that is it can't be called Disney's Hollywood Studios either. I think ultimately they have to change the name.
That's what I mean. I really am surprised with all this changes going on that they're not just changing the name instead of changing the logo. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot involved in
I don't think so. I don't think it takes that much to do it, to be honest with you.
Everything they're updating, you might as well change the name and update the sign while you're doing everything else. Yeah. Doing the whole outside area, the entrance area. I'm like, it's just not very logical to me. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Steve, Brian is actually doing a cast member preview of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge out in Disneyland in May 22nd. So that's pretty awesome. Hey, D&G Explorers!
Hey.
Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And that was a burp I just gave, sponsored by D&G.
Oh my gosh, AGJC. I didn't even remember the Dick Tracy scene, but Streets of America was cool too.
I remember that.
That's gone. And
wear a hat.
Richard Jones is right. Sunscreen and
wear a hat. Yep. Richard had his hat on yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
Yep, we saw it. Absolutely. But I do like, as you're going down, of course, you're going down the main street. Off to the left is the Echo Lake area. And that is actually one of the areas we spend the least amount of time in, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, it just kind of works out that way.
Yep. I don't know why. It's just because we seem to always gravitate to the to straight into the back. But Echo Lake is a really nice area over there. Of course, you got Gertie over there. You've got the 50s Primetime Cafe is over that way. Of course, as you go a little bit further, you've got the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular, which we'll get to in a little bit. So it's a really nice area over there.
Could be why we don't go over that way. Because to be honest, you've seen that a couple of times. We're kind of one of those people where you don't really have to see the Stunt Spectacular again. I mean, unless maybe a few trips later. But for us, it's one of those things. I'd much rather have an Indiana Jones ride. But it's very popular. I mean, most people seem to love it.
Everybody loves the Indiana Jones show. Now, I don't know what they'll do.
For the last, 3 or 4 trips.
Right.
We haven't. And that's probably why we don't get over that way.
It could be. But we want to eat at 50's Primetime Cafe, which we have not tried yet. That's the one thing we will say about Hollywood Studios, and we're kind of hating on Hollywood Studios for the 30th anniversary. But if they lack in one area, I think it's the food offering.
It is. And I was going to say that. You beat me to the punch. I was going to say that's one of my least favorite places. I always feel like there's nowhere good to eat.
But you found something new.
I did?
The salad.
But well, we went to a Moonlight Magic there, and one of the places you could get your free meal from was Fairfax Fairfax Fair.
Yep.
And they actually had this awesome salad. It was just like a, I don't think it was anything fancy in terms of greens. It was like iceberg lettuce, but it had pulled pork on it and like corn salsa and tortilla strips and cheese. And it had this awesome jalapeno ranch dressing. It was actually really good. So that's somewhere I'd go back to. And of course, Steve was kind enough to make reservations for us at Hollywood and Vine.
Right.
So we haven't given that a chance yet. I know it has some decent, I guess, table service. Maybe it's more, I'm trying to say, quick service. They don't have, of course, now they have Toy Story Land and they have Woody's Lunchbox, which is fine.
And we're going to get to that, but they're adding a restaurant over there.
But again, table service. I think they need more quick service options.
You think so? I think they got plenty of quick service. I think they need more table service.
Fan of them.
I guess.
They have Hollywood and Vine. They have the Brown Derby. They have 50s Primetime Cafe. They have the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater, which we've done, which is fine.
Right.
It's enjoyable.
But they've got tons of other
I know they have Dockside Diner.
They got Backlot. They got Fairfax Fair. They got
have the pizza place over by Fairfax Fair. I don't know. Maybe it's just the selection of food that I'm not a big fan of. Maybe that's it. So, I heard. Okay, so Main Street Insider says that the Primetime has awesome milkshakes. That's good to know.
And Greg asked what we think of the roundup.
Loves that salad too.
Yeah,
so good.
I know.
And the ABC commissary, actually, it's sad. We walk by it all the time, never eaten there.
But we looked at the menu.
Yeah, last night I went on and pretended to mobile order, which I love to do, so I could see pictures of the food. And they look like they have a decent food selection there. And I also heard that they are going to possibly be a sit down for dinner. So I don't know if that's come into play yet, but they had some great selection.
But they've also changed their menu.
Right.
They've changed it, and I think that's part of it too. Is we used to look at the menu, and there wasn't much on there that we thought was that appealing. So I think that's why.
That Florida Feeling says, I'm dying to try Primetime after watching Corey's stream yesterday. I've always been intimidated by the waitresses. I get embarrassed easily. I know, that worries me too. I'm like, okay, make sure you don't put your elbows on the table. They like tell you all these things. They're going to ask you what color the soap is in the bathroom. I'm like trying to remember because we did make a dining reservation for there. So I'm like, oh God, I don't want to be anxious when I eat.
It's true. Well, it sounds like Primetime's got a lot of different things to eat too.
But Dan, they don't have the Darth Vader waffles and nuggets anymore. He said mic drop, but they took them off the menu.
They took it all off the menu.
And I'm mad because because that's where we usually go to when we go there. We're always going to Backlot Express. And I didn't try it last time, and now it's off the menu.
Somebody asked me what we think of the new Rodeo Roundup barbecue that's coming. I don't mind it. I'll show you what they're saying. When you look at the map, they're saying that it's going to basically go down here. I don't know if you guys can see where I'm circling with my. If you see Sheriff Woody right here at the bottom on Toy Story Land, they're saying it's going to go right in this area right here to the right of where you see Woody when you first enter the park or that part of the land. So they're saying that's where it's going to go. I just hit the wrong thing. I hope are you guys still there? I hope you're still there. I think I hit the wrong thing. I hit stop broadcast. I hope I didn't lose you guys.
Oh, Mike says too, to remember to say your pleases and thank yous while you eat. Oh,
absolutely.
See, I'm going to be stressed out.
Stressed out for
sure.
Said
the pork chop's amazing.
But they say that the new rodeo is going to go right there. That's where they're saying it's going to go. So they got space there. From what you can see, there's plenty of room back there. I'm excited for it. They should have had this, but they also need to build an Al's Toy Barn.
Yes, I do.
And
they need more shady spaces, and that'd be a good place to shop and get out of the sun.
Good. Okay, Don. For a minute there, I thought I hit stop broadcast. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to lose everybody.
Always leave your elbows on the table.
No, you better not. They'll yell at you. They will yell at you.
See, I'm with you, that Florida Feeling. Charlton, I wouldn't want to be a party pooper either. I think that's part of the whole experience, but I got to weigh out what's best.
It's true.
That's funny.
Now, I don't know if anybody else heard this, but I heard today that there's going to be a limited time, kind of like a pop-up store at the exit of Toy Story Mania with Toy Story merchandise. Now, I don't know if they're doing this just because the movie's coming out in June.
Probably.
But we're always used to seeing the stores at the exits anyway. Well, supposedly they're going to have one there for Toy Story Land.
Interesting. But no, I'm okay with the sit-down restaurant. I love barbecue anyway, and I guess there's not really any barbecue options in Hollywood Studios right now. Of course, we love Animal Kingdom and love to eat at Flame Tree. And I know there's a barbecue at the Polite Pig in Disney Springs. But other than that, I guess there aren't too many.
Not too many.
And of course, in Animal Kingdom, that's quick service. So I guess, hey, I think it fits.
Yes, Rob.
With
yes.
Being, Woody being a cowboy.
Right. Oh, no, it makes sense.
So it definitely makes sense. I'm all about trying it for sure.
I want to see the menu. I want to see what all's on the menu first before I can really kind of give any idea. But Rob, yes, the consensus is they haven't really said what's going to be sold, but I think it's going to be Toy Story 4 merchandise and then just your regular Toy Story merchandise. And they have not said how long this pop-up store is going to be there. I don't think it's going to be permanent. And I just heard about it today.
Oh, that's right, Donna, Trails End. And we're hoping to do breakfast at Trails End on our trip because Dan said that's pretty awesome, too. So I didn't even think about that, but you're right.
LSU mom says her friends leave their elbows on the table on purpose just to have fun time playing around. That's funny. Yep. But I think our favorite place to eat is probably for quick service backlot for now. I think maybe that might change. But
we do need to try the commissary.
We do. We need to try that. But I think our favorite table service, we really haven't tried a ton of table services there.
To make an educated
opinion. We did sci-fi, and I enjoyed sci-fi.
Yeah, I did too.
It was different.
Our server was a little weird.
Yeah, the server was
it's not that
unique.
He was bad. He was kind of nuts, which isn't horrible.
Yeah.
It definitely made the trip memorable. But it was pretty funny. I don't know. He was goofy for sure.
Yeah, but inside the ambiance and it's fun. The aesthetic,
in the cars to see the movie screen. I love the concept.
And they got the old time 1950s, 50s
movies.
like monster movies on there and sci-fi movies on there, which are really cool. I love the experience in there.
Donna, that's something I've been wanting to try. Whispering Canyon, of course, Wilderness Lodge is our DVC home, so you'd think we would have eaten there by now. The whole time we were there, the last time we never did. And but those, I was looking at those what are they called? The skillets, the all-you-can-eat skillets. Oh my gosh, they look amazing. So that's a very good point too.
Yeah, so. and Miguel, that's exactly right. The experience,
food was okay.
The food was okay, but the experience was very fun. The aesthetic in there is very. It's just cool. I mean, you feel like you're still outside at nighttime watching a drive-in movie. It's pretty neat. It really is. I do recommend folks do it.
That's awesome.
Donna, that's your home too?
Cool.
Nice. Okay. Very cool. I didn't know that.
Hi, Dee. Hazel. I know.
Hi, Dee. Good to see you.
I know we have 2 D.
Good to see you. Thank you for being here. But I would say that's the one. I know you now like the Fairfax Fair.
Oh, I love that stuff. And I want to try some of the other stuff. They have a lot of like Southwestern flair food, which I love. So.
Yeah, and their pizza, look, it's pizza. And I know we're just talking pizza.
Catalina Eddie's.
Catalina Eddie's had that. That wasn't bad.
Has pizza.
I didn't mind that pizza.
There's like 3 quick services right in that same little niche. I forget. Catalina Eddie's, I think, has the pizza and the. Maybe that's not it. Because one of the other places has some interesting combinations too, like a fried green tomato sandwich and some things like that.
You have Sunset Ranch Markets over there.
Oh, here, you can look it up there.
Yep. You have Catalina Eddie's, like you said.
Now, what does that have for food? Does it say? Pizza and Caesar salad. That was right. It's Rosie's All-American Cafe.
That's it.
They're the ones that have the burgers, chicken nuggets, and I think they have that fried green tomato sandwich, which is something a little different to try. So they're all right in the same little area right there.
Yeah, they're right there.
Before you get to Tower of Terror. And they have the Hollywood Scoops, too, which has pretty good ice cream. I haven't eaten there in a couple of trips, but they have, from what I remember, they have pretty good ice cream there.
Yep. Hey, Holly, welcome in. Thank you, Sean.
Holly.
Appreciate that.
Hey, Sean. Thanks for joining us.
And so moving on from there, that's probably my favorite when it comes to food, when it comes to food. When it comes to attractions, not necessarily rides. Well, let's do shows. That's the one thing I'll say about Hollywood Studios that they do have. They have a lot of shows. You have the Voyage of the Little Mermaid. You have Beauty and the Beast. You have Fantasmic. You have Indiana Jones. You have the Trials of the Jedi little show. And, of course, you have the Galaxy's fireworks show, which is fantastic. They have the afternoon Star Wars show. There's so many different shows they have at Hollywood Studios. But for me, I think my favorite is probably the fireworks show, the Star Wars fireworks show, or the Beauty and the Beast show. I know it's old. I know it's been there a while, but I love that show. Hey, Isaac. Good to see you, buddy.
Great verse, by the way, Sean.
What did you say? What's your favorite?
Oh, I love Fantasmic. So that's definitely. But the new Star Wars show is pretty amazing.
It is.
Love
cool.
it. The night show and the day show I like.
Yeah,
so both of those shows are fun.
Right.
And they're changing up some of the new nighttime show, right? So that looks exciting. And or they're doing a new.
They did a new.
show?
It started yesterday with the 30th anniversary.
I haven't seen a video of it yet to make an opinion, but that looked pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that the holiday times they do the show on the Hollywood Tower of Terror,
Mm-hmm.
which looked pretty awesome.
It does look great.
So they do a lot of fun stuff there. I'll give them that. And I do love the Beauty and the Beast show.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right about that. That is one thing that we have yet. Isn't that sad? We have yet to see the Frozen show.
We haven't seen it.
Been there forever.
The sing along.
I
Yeah.
heard it's fantastic. There's another show for you.
Yeah,
that
we
I know is very popular.
Yep, we haven't
so.
seen.
Hi, Park World TV.
Park World TV, welcome in. Hunchback, we never saw it. You know, it's funny with all the things that are gone
they
now.
had a show. They had a Hunchback show.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
no.
yeah, they did. It was there for a limited time, but we never saw that.
Oh,
we
were
never.
we not there at that time? Maybe.
I don't know,
I don't remember it being an option.
but we never saw Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
No,
We never did. We never did American Idol.
That didn't interest us either.
Yeah,
We can't
I think
sing.
that was part of it.
Although our son Mason loves to sing, he probably would have loved it.
But there's a lot of great shows, and I consider the Muppets a show. I mean, I know
Yeah,
that's kind of like an
basically it's a
attraction,
show.
but
Yeah.
it's a show to
And
me.
that, I wish they would change the story, but I love it. I love being in the Muppet Theater because it
Yeah.
makes me feel like I'm free again.
Muppets are great.
It's the bomb.
Yep, absolutely. But I love all the different shows they have, and they have a lot of different shows. The one thing I will say is when it comes to rides over there, they're going obviously more rides are coming, and it's good that they have. And what they've added recently is like a total. It's a home run. Both Slinky Dog Dash and the Alien Swirling Saucers are
Yeah, both
fantastic.
fun.
They're fantastic. Hey, Meg, welcome in. Good to see you. Everybody say hi to Mickey's Magic. Meg's here. Glad you're here, Meg. Good to see you. I'm telling you, they really hit it out of the park with the two rides that they have in Toy Story Land. If you guys ever get a chance, back in October, we rode Slinky Dog Dash for the first time, and I live streamed it. We rode all the way in the back. It's one of the funniest videos ever. We were laughing so hard I was crying. It's like great TV. You guys got to go watch that one time. It was the funniest thing. Melissa's reaction. I almost dropped the phone. It was just so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It was a great time.
My Disney Park Memories, they have it on their channel, The Hunchback Show. We'll have to check it out.
All right. Yeah, we'll have to check
Cool.
that out for sure.
Yeah, no, don't watch that video.
It's fun.
It's
But
me
I'm
freaking out because I don't like those.
Exactly.
I had no idea sitting in the back would be much more intense.
It was.
So this time I said if we sit in the front, I'll try it again. Otherwise, I'm not doing it again. Hi, Christy.
I'll compromise. We can go in the middle. Hi,
No.
Christy's Corner. Welcome in.
We're sitting in the front.
Mary Ellen, T-Town
Hey,
Mary Ellen,
Mary
good to see you.
Ellen.
Thanks for being here. Welcome in. I love it. I thought that ride was fantastic, and it's not short. It's not.
I know.
It's not. But it's not. Look, I like Mine Train, but Mine Train's really short.
Yeah, it is short.
This ride is really long. I think it's really. It's a great length for a roller coaster. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. But
I was so scared.
I tell you, I was pleasantly surprised with Alien Swirling Saucers.
And I don't actually like to go back to it. The fact that they have to stop and start again because it's just.
Oh.
And then when you do the woo woo woo, I'm like, I don't like it. Actually,
I thought it
the
was
second
funny.
part of that ride's the hardest. Oh my gosh! But
It's
yeah,
fantastic.
I like Alien Swirling Saucers. A lot.
Yes.
That's more right around my cup of tea.
But it's intense just enough to make it fun.
Yeah, it reminds
You know?
me of the what
it's-
do they call it?
Kind of like the tilt-a-whirl kind of
No,
thing.
not the.
The ones that
I
whip
guess
you.
so. Yeah, I guess it is.
I
Kinda
guess,
like,
kind of
or
like
they called
that.
it the Scrambler.
Yeah,
At
maybe
the,
that.
The one where the arms would go in.
Mhm.
It reminds me of the Scrambler that you go to at the fair.
Thanks,
And I
Dee.
used to love the Scrambler.
Take care, Dee. Everybody say goodnight to a Disney Life for me. Be sure to
Bye,
check them out
Dee.
on Tuesdays and Sundays. They do
Yep.
great live streams as well.
Yeah,
Thank you for
it's
being here,
great.
Dee.
Fun family videos too with their little guys. They're adorable.
Absolutely, absolutely. But Alien Swirling Saucers is fantastic. They really are.
Coming to an end.
And but the other thing is, I'm not a big, and Melissa's not at all. I rode Tower of Terror one time in my life.
I will never ride Tower of Terror ever.
She's not ever going to ride it. I rode Tower of Terror one time with my son. I don't think I could do it again.
And that was what?
10 years ago?
10 years ago.
I don't think I could do it again.
Picture. Where is it?
It's hidden. Leave it where it is. Please.
Hey,
hey, Samantha Lowe. How are you? But it's just I don't know. I'm not a drop guy. I don't mind roller coasters that drop because it's not just a straight drop. It's more like one an angle. I can't do Tower of Terror. I love the inside of Tower of Terror. Don't get me wrong. The aesthetic, they theme it incredibly well. That part of it's fantastic. I just can't do the drop. That's all. I just can't do the drop. I know you love it, Richard. I see you on it all the time on the streams.
Charlton. He's
funny. He's just a mutt.
Robin and Rhiannon, say hi.
Yeah, he's just a mutt. He's just a
rescue pup.
He's a rescue, but he's a good boy. He definitely is.
Baby.
Tower of Terror is probably it is the icon right now of Hollywood Studios. That's what they use as the icon. It probably will be for a while, if not forever. Oh, Rhiannon, thank you for that.
Awesome.
We will. Thank you, Rhiannon, for that very much.
So sweet. Thanks, Rhiannon.
Everybody, please thank Rhiannon in the chat. That was very nice of her for that super chat. Thanks, Rhiannon, very much.
How about a leash?
Very generous.
Camden, if you put collars on him, he turns into statue dog.
Doesn't move.
He won't move. He's scared.
He won't move. It's weird.
Even
it's
if we
the
put his
weirdest thing.
harness on to go for a walk, until we get him to the door. Oh, I said the word. We'll go after the show.
After the show.
After the show.
He will not.
He won't move. He freezes.
When we put his harness on him, he literally will just he's like statue dog. And then once we actually start to open the door, then he goes.
It's like playing red light, green light when you're a kid. You're like, red light.
But anyway, back to the park. We're like off topic. Thank you guys for hanging in there with us. There's so many great rides at Hollywood Studios. There really are. I think Star Tours is highly underrated. It's become a forgotten ride over there. Wouldn't you say?
Which one are we talking about?
See what I mean? Never mind.
No, really. Which one?
Star Tours.
Oh, Star Tours.
I literally
Absolutely.
said it's a forgotten ride, and she goes, "What are we talking about?" Prove my point. See what I mean?
No, it kind of is, which is sad, but it's usually pretty easy to get on, and you don't have to have a fast pass. I love Star Tours. I love that when they changed it, it's a different story every time.
Yeah,
so
that's
nice. What makes it cool. A lot of times, though, I get kind of motion sick. I'll get off the ride, and I'm like, or I feel like I'm really kind of have a headache or something. But I love that ride, and I've heard rumors that they might get rid of it. I certainly hope not.
I hope not too. I don't. I think it's.
I love it.
I think it's important that it stays. It's one of the. It wasn't necessarily an original at Hollywood Studios, but I think it should stay. I really do. I love that ride. Mm-hmm. And I love it because it's got the original characters in it.
Yeah.
It's not the new characters. They're going to have their whole land. It's nice to keep some of the original characters around, which is what makes Launch Bay so nice, too. I really hope they take Kylo Ren out of Launch Bay. I know everybody's going to hate me for saying that. And they bring Darth Vader back.
Well, they should. And Kylo Ren can have a presence in the new park.
Yeah,
right?
he can.
They can have a meet and greet there.
Yeah, they could do that over there.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Meg said she rode Star Tours twice with our Johns.
Yep, absolutely. That's fantastic. Star Tours is fun. It just is. I love it. I love what's really helped to keep it around is the fact, like Melissa said, that you're able to change the scenes and the stories up as much as they can. It seems like it's new every single time.
Hi, Disney Junkie Ashley.
Hey, Disney Junkie Ashley. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are talking about Hollywood Studios. I do. I think Darth Vader should be there. I love Darth Vader.
He is greater than Kylo. Like you said, Kylo's kind of a whiner.
Yeah, I just think I would rather have him over there. And like Melissa said, these newer characters, you could have meet and greets in, and they might. We don't know yet. They might have them over in Galaxy's Edge. Who knows? Oh, but as for, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm on a group site on Facebook for Disney annual pass holders. And they were talking about Rock and Roller Coaster, which I think is a fantastic roller coaster. I love it.
And one that I will not do.
It's true. She's never going to do it.
Ever.
Right. But everybody has said maybe it needs to be reimagined, repurposed, and I think it should be repurposed.
Yep. You stepped away, and now there's magical appearance of it.
Yep. There he is.
He senses when we're about 15 minutes out, and he always comes up to the desk.
Yep. Kay says she'd rather have Darth Vader too. And Robin says Launch Bay is staying there, and those characters apparently will not be in Galaxy's Edge. Right.
Right.
Right. Because they want to have the continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Galaxy's Edge is supposed to be all about the new characters, so it makes sense. Absolutely. Yep. But with Rock and Roller Coaster, I always thought that if they were ever going to lose the rights or the contract runs out with Aerosmith, that they could reimagine it to a Monsters Incorporated roller coaster and take it from the scene in the first movie where they're being chased by Randall with Boo on the doors, and it looks like they're on a roller coaster.
True.
They could do that.
It's dark with the signs and just change the doors.
I'm telling you.
They really could.
They could do that.
Which would bum me out because I love Monsters, Inc. But
Yeah, you
I
won't ride it.
be able to do that ride. I just can't. I mean, I can't even do Space Mountain without feeling like I'm going to die.
I know.
Which is sad.
But I do. I think that could work. They could do that with that space,
cool.
And they could make that a ride like that.
They need a Monsters, Inc. ride. I love Laugh Floor, but they need a ride.
Yep.
So that'd be really fun.
Yep, I'm telling you, a Monsters Inc. coaster, just like they had in the movie with the doors when Randall's chasing them when they're hanging on the doors and the doors are going all over. That could be a roller coaster. I'm telling you, it could work.
Change that theme up pretty easily, I think.
Yep, they could do that. I'm telling you, they could definitely do it. Yeah, Peter Mayhew for sure. No, we talked about that a little bit earlier. Yep. No real meet and greets in Galaxy's Edge. Okay. Oh, that's right, because they want to make it feel like it's a real place. That makes sense. Okay.
They could have him walking around.
Yep. Thank you. Yes, they could, and they might. They might. I did hear that since they're expecting such large crowds, if everybody remembers, they were going to have droids just roaming around to really make it feel authentic. They're not doing that to start because there's going to be so many people they don't think it's going to work.
Right.
They're going to get knocked over.
Very true.
So for now, they're not doing that.
I understand that.
Yep. I have been wanting a Monsters Inc. coaster like that for years. Yeah, I know Main Street Insider. It would be fantastic. It would be fantastic. I agree 110%. Will it happen? It might.
That's a good point too. Park World TV. They said it'd make a really good Marvel themed or Iron Man ride if we were allowed to have that in there. I think you could absolutely do that too.
Yeah, you absolutely could. But for now, they can't do it. Yeah. They can't. I wish they could, but with the everything east of the Mississippi.
It depends, I guess, what it is, because are there certain characters that they don't have rights to? I guess
think
but
so.
It may not be any of the ones that people really would love to have.
Yep. And then, of course, over there, too, you talk about Rock and Roll Coaster. Of course, they just had the new Lightning McQueen show, which looks really cool for the little guys. I thought it looked pretty neat, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Duke Family Chronicles, welcome in.
Duke Family Chronicles, good to see you. Welcome in. I just think the new Lightning McQueen show looks really cool. Cute. It's cute for the little kids. I can't wait to see it, actually. We're going to go in and see it. I think it looks fantastic, actually.
Yeah, I really love the
it's kind of almost like a 360 type thing, almost like a simulator. Really it's pretty neat. And you've got Cruz Ramirez on the outside with a meet and greet. But how they do Lightning McQueen, I don't know how they do that. It's really the neatest thing.
So cool.
He looks really cool. I'll put it to you that way.
Oh, yeah, Meg. It would have been great if they had kept Club Villain there. I agree. That was a pretty neat short term.
Well, what's funny about Club Villain, Meg, I'll say this, is that was highly popular, too. I don't know why they got rid of it. That was really, really popular. And many people highly enjoyed it and said they would go back a second and third time because they enjoyed it that much. I don't know if it was a cost thing or what, but yeah, you're right. That was definitely very popular, and it looked like it was a good time, didn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't understand why they took it away.
Disney World Adventures got something. I would do Club Villain again 100%. Yeah, it's true.
They need to incorporate more of that in the parks. I don't understand. It's like Halloween's the only time you get to see a bunch of the villains, and they're so popular.
Yep.
So I don't understand why they don't do some kind of attraction or ride. I mean, after all this time, I would think they would have some sort of villains something, all the time. It's just weird to me.
Okay. And yes, Disney Junkie Ashley, yes, Lightning McQueen, his show is now open over there. As you're going, like you're going to Rock and Roller Coaster, just keep going a little bit further. It's right there.
Yep.
Can't miss it. It looks like it's fun. Donna says that's one thing I wish I had been able to experience was Club Villain. Us too.
Yeah, we didn't get to see it either.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go, Steve. A fifth part. Villains all the way.
Yep, I agree. No, you never know. Absolutely not. And I really think, and I know Steve touched on this when he was talking about the 30th anniversary the other day. Over by the Animation Courtyard, of course, they have the new Disney Junior kind of like dance party over there, which is fantastic. They also have the new meet and greet with Fancy Nancy, I think, is now over there. And is it Sophia the First, I think, is gone? I think Sophia the First is gone, and now Fancy Nancy's over there.
Okay.
But I really like the Voyage of the Little Mermaid show.
It is a good show.
I know
it's old. But
it's old, but I really enjoy it.
I love the Little Mermaid.
I do too. I think it's a fun show. I love the puppetry in that show. I think it's really cool. Yes, the digital background show part of it could be better. They could definitely upgrade that, and maybe they will.
Yeah.
But I don't want them necessarily to get rid of that.
That's true. Bye, Chris. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it.
Check out Disney World Adventures. He'll be streaming after us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So be sure to check him out.
Yep. And again, for anybody that's new, we see a lot of new people in here tonight. We definitely appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
We would be really, really, really thankful and grateful if you guys could subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,400.
Honored.
And we're getting there. Yes, very honored. And definitely give us a thumbs up on this video. We'd appreciate it. Meg, let's see. Meg says maybe they can extend the villains after hours until forever.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I doubt it, but yeah, that would be really nice. Main Street, I do. I really like the Mermaid show.
Makes me think of Mulan when they say, "Do you want to stay for dinner? Do you want to
stay forever?" Yeah, I do too. Donna, Main Street Insider. I think the Voyage of the Little Mermaid show is fun.
Thanks, Disney Funky Ashley.
What's she saying? I didn't see it.
Subscribed. Done and done.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We definitely do. Thank you. How often do we visit Walt Disney World? Probably about once a year for now.
We're getting to that point. At first, it was once every. Well, when we first started, it was sporadic.
Oh my gosh!
Then it got to every 2 years, and now we're managing like once a year. This will be our 8th trip.
Yep, and actually, it'll be twice within a year.
Within a 12-month period.
Yes, within a 12-month period. Yep.
Because our last trip was end of September, early October last year, and this year
now
we're going end of August.
Yep.
So we're trying to get them.
We're trying to go a little bit more as our boys are older. Mm-hmm. You know, they're grown men now, so we have a little bit more flexibility to be able to do things like that. We don't have to worry about school anymore. We don't have to worry about this, that, and the other. So we have a little bit of flexibility to be able to go a little bit more, because now we're not paying for 4 or 5 people. Also, we're paying for only 2, so it makes it a little bit more affordable for sure.
And so we'll have a son that's going to college in Florida, so we have an excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that you need an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
And then with being DVC members, maybe we can take more frequent, shorter trips. So, you know, we're figuring it out.
Thank you, Mickey's Magic. She says, I like these people. They seem nice. Maybe I should subscribe. That would be awesome.
And be sure to subscribe to Mickey's Magic as well.
Absolutely.
She's awesome too. And Steve's World. Steve is our partner channel.
Yes.
And he rocks too. So many great channels on here tonight, guys. So
so
many great people and a great community that we have here. So
we really do.
Anybody here that has a channel, I can guarantee you, awesome channels, awesome people. So.
Yeah. And Steve, we're very lucky to have Steve as our partner channel. He does great stuff too. He just posted a new video today or yesterday, I think it was. Be sure to check him out. He's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Let's help get him there. He wants to live stream when he comes down. He's going in August as well.
We need to get Steve to 1,000 subscribers stat. So everybody click on Steve's channel right now. Steve's World, and subscribe.
But
Shelly, you're right. Life is cheaper without kids.
It is.
But then again, once you have kids, I'm like, is it ever like you never don't have kids in a way, because it's like they always need something.
Yeah, they always do. But I'm
Not
okay
as
with that
frequently,
personally.
no.
I like
Me
having
too.
them around.
That's why. Hey, Mark. Oh no, I said hi to you earlier, Mark. Good to see you.
Well, hi again.
Hi again.
AGC Magic's 1 and 2. Mickey's Magic and Mouse Talk and Steve's Art are extremely, really well. Also, thank you.
Right back
Phoenix.
at you,
I appreciate
Explosive Phoenix. We
Thank
so
you.
appreciate you being in here.
Absolutely.
And being a part of our world too.
Yeah. The one thing I will say before we get out of here, I want to talk about real fast the front area of Hollywood Studios. I think it's really. They've done a really fantastic job on how they've changed that and streamlined that whole area. Don't you think?
Oh my gosh.
I think it looks so much better out there. I think it's fantastic. The new bus stops that they have are bigger. You can be underneath and not have to worry about getting rain going on anymore. Of course, they're doing the new security area. It's going to, once it's done, it's going to be awesome. And of course, you got the new Skyliner coming in right there. It's fantastic.
Oh, hey, Shep family.
Hey, Shep family, welcome in. That's okay. Putting the older kids,
Charlie,
it takes
no,
5 to
me.
50. That's all right. Don't even worry about it.
We appreciate you just stopping in and saying hey. And Kay noticed my shirt, my Mushu shirt.
Yep, I got on Mickey and she's got on the M&Ms. Mushu and Mickey.
Oh, brother.
Oh, thank you, Sushi Me. That's fantastic. Yep, lots of, I'm telling you, if you subscribe to a lot of these channels, you won't be disappointed. These folks do great content stuff.
Meg said, I already have expensive habits, so my kids can't.
It's true. It's true.
You just make them part of your habits. It just,
Yep.
it is. But no, our kids are our lives. We love our kids.
Absolutely.
Like we jokingly say with Steven, we let Mason out of the closet once in a while to have fun with us.
Yep. Oh, thank you, Robin. Oh, the Steve's World. Yes, but thank you for doing that too. I'm just kidding, Steve.
We already knew Robin was subscribed to us. I mean,
Oh, that's
come
true.
on. If she wasn't, she'd be punished.
I don't think we missed anything else. And I want to ask you guys in the chat, I don't think we missed anything. We talked about Fantasmic. We talked about Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, all the different things, all the different rides for now. And, of course, Galaxy's Edge, August. I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. We will be there, and we will be streaming for sure.
Explosive Phoenix, tell us what time. Explosive Phoenix has a show on Saturday night. What time is your show?
I think he's after Steve and I at 9.
Okay.
Yep, so be sure to check him out as well.
Oh, that's fine, Explosive Phoenix. We're happy to promote. So, yeah, just
Oh, yeah, we don't mind.
Yeah, totally fine.
Yep, if we can.
So, I think it's 9 o'clock. So, be sure to check Explosive Phoenix out for sure.
Can you subscribe twice to Steve's World? You can try.
I guess if you create another username.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Dougie and like Walter Grams and
Definitely
not
Dougie.
Dougie.
Yep. That's so funny.
Just use your kids' usernames.
Yep, Mason came out the other day and voted a few times.
Yeah,
That's right. He
he
did.
made
He
an
was out.
appearance.
He was
We'll
out.
have to. You
Made
know
an
what?
appearance.
I doubt Mason subscribed to some of these channels. We'll get Mason to
Yeah, exactly. Yes, and we're going to go over that right now. I want to plug a few things real fast. Steve, over at Steve's World, our partner channel. Steve goes live on Monday nights at 8 o'clock. Be sure to check him out, please. He does fantastic live streams. He's new to it, but he's really taken to it well, and he does great with it.
Absolutely.
Of course, on Tuesday nights, I go live myself with Mouse Madness, pop culture stuff. We talk Disney. We talk everything, though. Harry Potter, Star Wars,
Lord of the
Rings, Marvel, Pixar. We talk everything on Tuesday nights. Also, at Tuesday nights at 10, you have a Disney Light for Me who go live and do their matchups. Wednesdays is Meg with Wednesdays in Wonderland. And I'm giving all this because I know we got a lot of new people in here. I want to make sure you check out these people. And you can find everybody I'm talking about on theliveplace.com. And they're family friendly. Just go to theliveplace.com and you'll find the schedules of all these folks. And check them all out because they're wonderful streamers. They do Disney, but there's other stuff too. And we're trying to expand on that over there at the Live Place to get more people. So maybe you don't stream Disney, but you stream other stuff.
Yeah.
Talk to Dean. Dean would be happy to talk to you, and as long as it's family friendly, I'm sure he'd be able to help you out with that.
Yeah, there's so many people on here that are just in the chat right now. All of them have great content and things to check out for sure. So definitely.
Yep, absolutely. Well, guys, we are coming up on an hour. I want to say a special thank you to Nick for sending all those people over.
Thank you, Nick. Magical News Live.
Yep. Hey, James Garcia, good to see you. We're just getting ready to get out of here. Thank you for stopping in, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
But everybody that came over from Nick's stream, thank you for stopping in. It means the world.
A lot.
It does. It means the world to us that you're here. We do this to just have fun and to talk Disney because we love it, and we know that you guys love it too. We really hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. I want to say thank you to Downscale and Rhiannon for the super chats.
Thank you guys very much.
They were
so sweet.
very generous, and we appreciate that. And please come back for more streams. We try to talk about fun stuff all the time. We're not necessarily at the parks just yet, but there's other things that we like to talk about Disney as well that maybe you don't get to talk about as much while on streams at the parks. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we definitely enjoyed it. Yeah, I hope you all had a good time. We definitely did. And until next time, I hope everybody, please take care of yourselves and each other because it is important that we do that. And we'll talk to everybody soon. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight.
Cammie says bye, too.
Bye. Everybody have a great night. Bye-bye.